Good morning guys, Kashi HD here with another video on Oceans and Empires, and as promised this video today is on damage control. What do I mean by damage control? Well, in some situations it is unavoidable that you are going to get hit. Now when we're farming or hitting empires or going around hunting people for PvP on the weekend, it's very simple. You're going to be very alert and you're going to have random relocators, you're going to be assaulting, there's going to be ways to not get hit. Now in some scenarios you're going to have to drop your shield and you're not going to have a way to shield afterwards. One of those, as with today, is Monday. You may be gathering resources from a whale island, in which case you can't shield, and you don't really want to be recalling your ships from 2 or 3 different cities every couple of minutes because somebody's tried hitting you. So there are a few steps to take, guys, to make sure that you don't lose anything when you get hit. Now, first of all is resources. You'll see at the top all 4 of my resources are on green. Very simple. You can send them to your Alliance Depot. If you've got red resources on a couple of things, the quickest way is to spend them. And if you're really struggling, spend them on upgrading your depot, and that way you're using up resources and you're increasing your protected green level of resources. So that's the first thing to watch. You don't want to be stuck in a situation where you can't shield and then a strong alliance comes through and one of their players steals all of your resources. Second one is troops. You'll see at the moment I've got quite a lot of troops. I don't usually have this many. This is very unusual for me. But what I am doing, and the reason I was waiting for today, is I'm actually building myself a super frigate at long last. So I'll speed that up. I'm going to get rid of this ship of the line, and then we're going to pull that out. The reason I've been waiting for this, guys, is super frigates can carry a lot more troops, which means I'm going to have less in my base to get hit. So, wait for that. We're just going to form these, get rid of them. Down a bit. I haven't upgraded this one yet, so we'll go with that for now. What does that leave? Still a lot of musketeers, but that's because I've just upgraded everything from musketeers to veteran musketeers, so there are a lot of them left over. Now, we've talked about resources, we've talked about troops. In all fairness, troops you can heal fairly cheaply as long as you've got a good set of gloves, and most of them end up coming over here to this cave, so unless you're talking like 10,000 troops, the person hitting you is not going to get too many from you. And when I'm talking about this, guys, it's not just a case of not losing things. With our server at the moment, if I go to here, power level, you'll see CB, Chocolate Brownie, are a very dominant and very powerful alliance. And they're also very active, and what happens a lot of the time when you're unshielded is it is CB that finds you, and it is CB that take your resources. So particularly for us, as we're the next alliance below them, we don't want them to be getting all of our resources or taking all of our troops, because it just helps them stay in front of us. So as well as like not losing, you're trying not to let the strong players get even stronger. So resources, troops. The other thing that is really going to damage you if you lose it is your gear. So if you're unsure, just take your gear off. Very, very simple. If you've not got any gear equipped, they cannot take it from you. Now, I have heard that if you've got no troops and no ships in you, so if this was completely empty, then it would not be possible for anybody to take my gear. I'm fairly certain that's correct. But in my situation, I have got a lot of troops sat in here, so I don't really want to be leaving gear equipped. And now, ooh, here we go, beautiful. So there guys, once I've got rid of all my ships, I'm ready to take a hit and it's not going to bother me. So what situations are we going to want to take a hit in? As I've already said, today is Monday. It is resource gathering day. So if I was to go to, let's go to Santiago. Where are you? Let's have a look. There we go. We've already collected that whale resource island. Okay, let's go to Buenos Aires. There we go. Wood, beautiful. One thing to check, guys, as well, if you're going to be collecting from a whale resource island, let's just refresh this buff. I'll tell you what, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons this morning. So, Buenos Aires, collect, and we've even got our new super frigate. So there we go. As soon as we send those guys, our shield drops straight away. I keep hitting the maps button instead of the alliance tab. Okay, Jakarta, what have we got in Jakarta? And then you want to send out your remaining ships to another whale resource island so that they don't get attacked. Very simple. Otherwise we'd have 4 ships and what was that, about 2,500 troops extra that are going to get killed or injured or captured. Okay, so whale resource islands, guys, one situation where you are going to want to be able to take a hit. Another one, as we can see here, is rallying a boss monster. I'm going to go on down there in a few moments and give these guys a hand. I think they want to try and kill it, so we'll get some more guys online and do that. And the third one, and this one, guys, is really the main one, is when you're taking trade cities. The last thing you want is to start up a rally, have 60, 70 ships join that rally, and then you have to cancel it because you're full of resources and somebody big has just teleported in and burned you. Not only is it a complete pain in the neck, it's a complete waste of time for you and for the members of your alliance. So that is one situation where you really do want to be able to take a hit. And the best part of that is, if you're willing to take that hit, there is nothing whatsoever that anybody can do to stop your rally, short of filling that city up and taking the hit. So in our situation then, even if we were fighting against CB, if they had 3 level 32s that were down here and kept attacking us while we were rallying, if we're completely empty, they're not getting any resources, they're not getting any troops, and we're not losing any gear, we ain't going to care how many times they attack us, because it doesn't make a difference. And then you've got every chance then, if you've got a few level 30, 31 players, if you've got enough of them, there's nothing saying that you can't rally that city with a nice full rally of like 100 ships. Maybe stand a good chance of not taking a lot of damage. So yeah, guys, something to work on. I know a lot of people do panic when they're getting attacked, but if you are empty, there is literally nothing to panic about. There is literally nothing that you can lose. So that's kind of what I wanted to get across to you guys today. And as much as, you know, when you're gathering from resource islands, rallying cities and rallying boss monsters, you could do this all the time. If you're on green resources and haven't got any troops, you know, even when you're offline, you don't really need to shield. Like, you could gather from whale resource islands, see how long it's going to take. So if it's going to take you 2 hours to finish collecting, you go offline, just get back online before those 2 hours so that you can resend your ships out or set a shield or do whatever you like. But the second you've got red resources, do not forget to hit that shield. That is the most important thing I can say to you guys, because that is when, as I keep referring to CB on our alliance, but every server has an alliance that is top dog and goes around and burns everybody. And the only way you're going to stop that, guys, is to make sure that everybody is shielding when they've got resources. Or alternatively, just be very active and go around and steal everyone's resources before that top alliance can do it themselves. So anyway, guys, that is it for this morning. I hope that is helpful to you guys, and hopefully we can close some of these gaps between the top alliance and everybody else. So until the next one, happy hunting.